So welcome back, everybody. Those of you that have joined us pretty quickly. Second part of this big game tonight. 10,300. It's actually 10,400. If you read the text on the stream before you clicked into it, it does say 10,400. I've just not changed the scoreboard. There's a few. In fact, I think it's 10,500 to be honest, because it went up to 10,400 just before we started, and then a friend of mine who came in late wanted to get some on, and he managed to get another 100 quid on, so on Danny. So it is 10,400, which is not a bad pot. Going to be joined on commentary by Dale Doolan. Never shuts up, Dale. You'll soon get to find out. But, how's it going, Dale?
It's an excellent shot that from Danny, to be fair. He's played really well. He's took some good finishes off.
It's been a good game so far. I mean, we are pretty close anyway, 8-7. They both took some nice finishes out.
A long way to go yet.
Of course there is. Of course there is. Was you there at the last match, Dale?
No, I couldn't make it. I was in St Helens cheering Moody on. Lost me some more money.
St Helens. Oh, was that when I was streaming?
Yes, that was the same day.
The what would they call it? The St Helens Open or something like that?
No, that was the composition. They had like a money day. They had like.
All right.
Like, similar to what they've got here.
Oh, I wasn't streaming that one then.
I apologise, when.
I thought, was it not that same weekend?
No, that was. They do an open, don't they, every year?
Yeah. What Mr. Brown runs?
Yeah, good lad to be fair.
Yeah.
This man's dancing.
Dancing? Dan will be dancing if he clears up here. Just
Massive.
snuck in.
Massive.
It didn't look like it was going to go up first there. It looks all the way for that knuckle. This is going 10-7 now.
9-7.
Sorry, 9-7. I've got 2 frames on.
A bit of noise from the away crowd.
Been pretty quiet tonight, I think, Dale.
Yes.
Not.
Can't get a word in with you on.
No, what about the Wigan lot? The Wigan lot, they've been pretty quiet.
Well, listen, you won't try that Cadbury they've got. It's awful.
The what, sorry?
Cadbury.
The Cadbury?
It's enough to make a musician cry.
All right.
Yeah, Danny's break's been awesome. Craig's played really well. Danny's took the finishes off where he needed to do. Something's got to give though.
Yep, certainly has.
Shout out to the ref. Absolute legend.
Rick Lloyd.
It's his first time using the racker.
Is it? Is that what he said? No, it's not.
Well, he struggles for it, doesn't he?
Let's try.
Big crunch as well. Just nothing's gone in. Look at the yellows.
Those of you that are tuned in, we are streaming, or I am, streaming live to YouTube as well. Mark McBride said, is Smithy sober, Dale?
Smithy's not sober.
Is he not?
No. He's in about where?
Standard, then.
He's in about where?
Is he? Which one's Smithy?
Smithy's over there with the blue shirt.
Oh, that one there. He came over slurring his words before.
He struggles for speak at best of times.
Does he?
It's just all about keeping this white where he needs it to be.
He doesn't hang about when he's in full flow. He does tend to play too quick for his own good sometimes.
It's not ideal. I think
Yeah, just pull it out. Yeah, just dink it out. That's all he needs to do. He's not going to go off the top rail.
It's a good shot.
There's probably another reason why it's pretty civil in here tonight. We've got security on.
I know, 2 bouncers.
We don't mess about here at Q's, you know, Dale. Not that we've heard about the Wigan lot or anything like that. No, we saw a stream a few weeks ago.
Which one?
The one in, I don't know what they call it now, the one in Doncaster, where it all kicked off and everything.
Oh no, that was horrible to see.
Yeah, and so we talked about it and we felt, you know, the time is right. We have to let the world know that we can't stand for people like that at any venue when these lads are playing for a few quid.
Yeah.
The people that are sat down, some of them are actually having a bet on these matches that are actually causing the trouble, you know what I mean?
Well,
ridiculous. So we know now that we're one radio and probably about a minute away from about 10 doormen turning up, you know what I mean? So that's how it should be. So I think we've set a standard here tonight
I agree.
for everybody out there that does money match streams. Any venue, pay yourself a doorman and
exactly. People
you know,
shouldn't gamble what they can't afford to lose.
yeah, and they shouldn't drink it more than what they can take, you know what I mean? So I'm sure when Reggie hears about the fact we've got security on tonight, he'll be all over Facebook doing lives and all sorts.
I can't wait to see it.
I know you can. I'm going to tag him into something later. In fact, I might message him.
Text him. It's buy one get one free on the bag. Sleeping bag.
You'd have a picture. Well, I zoomed in on the one of the doormen earlier on.
He's an handsome lad, to be fair.
Yeah, isn't he? Knocking on a bit, but his mates aren't next door. It's one of them. You know, like you go fishing for like a shark or something, and
sometimes you catch shrimp.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, you chuck a shrimp in to catch the shark. You know what I mean?
It's a big business from Craig. He's not really been to the table in the last 2 years.
Yeah, Chris is right. You shouldn't drink on an empty head. And we know quite a few of them. Well, I do anyway. Not that I'm I'm one for being outspoken. I don't do things like that. I never say anything I shouldn't say, mate. You know me, don't you, Dale?
I'm struggling to understand why Craig's taking so long with his first shot. He must be different to what I can see.
Well, there's work to do on both colours here. Myself personally, apart from the black, which doubles anyway, reds are the balls.
Is it not going normal?
You what, sorry?
Is it not going normal? He mustn't have thought it did. He's alright. You've got now a choice of any.
Well, the yellow that's near the top cushion doesn't go to top right. It'll probably go to top left, but you've got to work to get on it on that side.
You must see so we can't win.
Well, he's played it at a nice angle. He can stun this across now. Just put it a bit closer to your mouth, Dale. Not that there's one or two that don't want to hear you, but that's the.
But I am very knowledgeable.
Yeah. Well, if you put the microphone a bit closer, we'll find out then, won't we? Yeah, Brian's just said the same thing there. Speak up. It's because he's shy. Anybody that knows Dale will know how shy he is. He never says anything that. He's a quiet lad.
My teacher used to always say, I wish I had 30 people just like you, Dale.
Why was that?
Because my job would be so much easier. Because I was so quiet, so good.
Yeah, of course, yeah. He's sure he's glad he didn't have 30 pupils like you. So yeah, if anybody's tuning in there watching the stream, if you don't mind, just do us a favour, because it means I've got no, it's not. It means I've got to turn the chat off. Just tag Reggie in and tell them that they've got security on at Q's Sports Lounge tonight in Blackpool for this money match day. And,
He's alright. The black still drops in there.
yeah, and he's perfect here to just run this off the rail and just drift it past the top yellow. Same pocket.
Same bag, doesn't it?
It was a bit closer. I thought he was going to nudge into it. And he's, maybe, I don't know, top side of that. It's slightly the wrong angle on this. He's worried about where to leave it now, whether he should leave it before the red or run it through. I think running it through is the one. It is.
Nothing's easy at this stage in the match, though, but you expect him to get this.
Exactly. Needed that 4 frames as opposed to 2. Massive difference. Just like you said before, though, still a long, long way to go in this match.
Yeah. I think we're going to see a period where both players are kind of dry break. And
do you?
Yeah. Danny Thompson's break's been absolutely fantastic tonight so far. Can't carry on, sure. If there is a...
Well, you tend to think that way, that it can't last forever, but, you know, you just never know. Maybe he's perfected the break. Maybe he's got the secret.
Stop drinking now, though, when he's on the water.
Yeah, he is, isn't he? Either that or he's just got a cold bottle to wipe his forehead there like he was doing. He was just cooling himself down a bit there.
He did look like that way. I don't think they can afford tolls. So.
Maybe that's the trick. I remember watching a money match, well, I was streaming it actually, a money match once at the White Rose in Ossett.
Lovely place, I went.
Yeah, a couple of years ago it was. It was.
Lovely. Andrew's got a lovely place going on there.
It was Chris Bowen versus Jeff Allen, and Chris was sat on one side of the room, and Jeff was sat right underneath an air conditioner, a fan, and so Chris Bowen was absolutely sweating.
He does get warm when there's people in.
In fact, to tell a lie, it was the other way around. I think it was Chris that was sat underneath the air conditioning. He was sweating because every time he come away from the air conditioning, that was what it was. Every time he come away from the air conditioning and he felt the heat of the room, it was 10 times worse. So your body was like getting hot and cold, hot and cold. Instead of just being acclimatised to the condition. And that's what cost him the match in the end. It was Jeff that was sat in the away from the fans in the room temperature.
I think these yellows have got to go.
Well, again, you've got to think so. That yellow, just bottom right, goes past the red. They've all got bags. Can't see Danny missing these.
It's just nothing to do again, though, off Craig's dry break.
He's going to go up table here. He's going to take the one to the middle, up table, just bounce it off the top cushion probably. It's fine. Just got to be careful here because of the angle he's potting this at. If he can find the gap between the two reds, it'll be perfect. He doesn't want to go too close to the right hand rail though.
Even if he hits the red next to the yellow.
Yeah, he's going to be all right there. He's pulled it right back. That was the danger there. He wanted the gap between the two reds to come pretty much straight down the table. He'd have had a nice angle on the yellow. He was obviously mindful of the fact that it could have gone wrong. So he's tried to go the other way.
These kind of shots don't make the difference. 3 frames, 1 frame. I don't think he's got a shot on here.
Mr. Clough's joined us again. Sat there at the IPA in Bradford. Watching proper pool.
I think he's kind of got a free run, so to speak.
He's not really got an awkward ball. I mean, he's perfect on the one now to the bottom right. The one to the top rail, Craig should knock them in all day long.
I think he might play for the plant off that one. What's on the cushion?
He'll probably take the one down the rail now. Leave the one in the middle table till last. He's got options of where he can leave his white on that one. His only problem really is going to be the one he's looking at now,
yeah,
the one next to the yellow.
Play for the plant, isn't it?
Possibly, because it doesn't go to the right hand corner.
Depends if that red's tight on the rail at the top. I think that would kind of influence his decision. Can we get a different camera angle?
We can't get over that other side. That's the only problem.
You're right about it.
There's nothing over that other side.
No, I think it's a little bit off.
No, he's spotted it.
How big's that bag? Never looked in that then.
I'm not too sure if it's going to
It's off the cushion. Yeah,
it's not
it's plants all day.
It's not so clear, that one. I think it's possibly because it's so far back in the room, that camera, which is why it's not focusing properly. And the room is dark. No, he's okay. Yeah, he just pulls it back about 6 inches. That's all he needs to do. Doesn't matter if he has too much angle on it. You know, he can bounce it off the bottom rail if he needs to.
I think he'll be aiming to get straight on this. Yeah, that's nice.
He'll just drop this in. Possibly just run his white through. It might just go through far enough for black into the middle pocket or something. Yeah, I don't know if he can hold it straight. I think he's straight enough, isn't he? Oh, he's more than straight enough.
Is that a fruit? Because it's plum.
That's plum. That is plum.
Big break coming up now from Danny. Big break. To be honest with you though, I had Craig as a big favourite coming into the game. But he has been practicing really well.
Has he? He's more than capable, Craig.
Yeah.
He's more than capable. I think, I don't know, sometimes, especially after the last defeat as well, sometimes you can try it that little bit too hard.
Too hard, yeah.
I don't know.
Too hard.
They are pretty closely matched, these two, to be fair.
He did say though, if he loses tonight, he's done.
He's done with Danny.
No, he's done in general.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he packing in money matches?
If he loses tonight, he did say that. I'm glad he'll save for some money.
I mean, there's one or two that's done the same, you know what I mean? And I suppose in a way you can understand them.
They're never easy. You
No,
can be
they're not.
practicing really, really well. And then when it comes down to it night,
It's all about the
if your break
breaks on the
doesn't go
night.
well,
Yeah, exactly. You never know.
It's a bad place to be as well. Especially when you've got all your lads watching you, and you know you can do so much better.
Yeah. He's dry. Craig's got a chance here, and these are the chances he needs to take.
I 100% agree.
I think he'll be looking at reds here.
Yeah, definitely. He's not really had many visits on Danny's break, to be fair.
No.
Like I said, he took a few good finishes off early doors off his break. So this, like I said, he needs to take these chances. Because it will get to Danny. If he's dry breaking and Craig's clearing, it just puts out a little bit of extra pressure on his break for the next time he breaks.
It's okay. He can get through to that one.
You just wait 5 minutes, Dean. I need to be on this microphone. I need to talk to somebody.
It's gone a bit too far with that one. The red still goes, and he'll have to use the yellow to hold the white. I don't think he can get them. The plant behind the black, he can't get behind them. So it's going to have to be the one between the black and yellow. And he's going to have to use the yellow as a stopper. It's all about A little bit of luck here. He needs good position. That's come through just enough. The red still goes to the bottom right and the bottom left.
You might be tempted to take this at the bottom now.
Well, and just screw your white back between the two yellows if you can. I would say the same thing, to be honest. If he leaves himself too much of an angle, he can take the middle one of those three into that top left, come back down for the one just to the left of the white there, and run that one through for the one down the rail.
If he takes it in the bottom, he can play the other red where he's got bands in the gap. But it's different when you're on the table.
You see it, yeah, you do see it. Yeah, you see it differently.
I mean, we don't even know if that red passes the black.
I think it does. I think it does. We might be able to just, even though it's not as clear, let's have a quick look if you can see it along when Rick moves. Rick's in the way at the moment. We'll see if you can see, but he's going to. It's the only shot. He's not going to run.
That's his shot.
He's not going to stun this. He could do. He could just drop it in dead weight. Yeah, stunned it. So Rick's still in the way, so we can't see if that red does pass the black. I presume it will do. Oh, he's played a great shot there. Whether it did or it didn't, we're not going to know now. All we do know is he's got a plant on.
And what Rick's got on the back of his top.
On the back. IPC.
I just think he's rushed that then.
Just going to pass over to Dean Donahue. He's itching to get back on commentary.
Yeah, they're trying to kick me off, but I said I'm not going.
Well, I'll be back in a bit. I'll kick you off in a bit, Dale. So I'll see you in a bit anyway. I'm just going to go for a quick break and leave you in the capable hands of Dale Doolan. And did I say Dean before? I said Dean, didn't I? Did I? I didn't call you Dean. No, I'm on about Dean here. Dean and Dale.
Good evening. Back in the room. Danny just tickles off his yellow and it's a bottom rail.
The thing with this snooker though is he just needs to hit it. It goes in, he's on the way.
Yeah. You know, the yellow that's furthest away from us now, as you look, it's in the way of the natural angle.
I don't even know if he can tink it in.
Either way, it's not easy.
I think I come off the bottom pocket, just for laugh.
Up the rail. Jaws.
The party piece.
I think I was swerving it through gap, maybe, but on that S shape. Not a bad shout, that, you know. If you could play through the gap that is nearest to there and swerve it near the middle bag.
I'm not a fan of
check
that
side.
shot.
Oh, that's unlucky.
It was very close.
Straight effort, that. These reactive cloths, you can play shots like that. Because it will take it.
To be fair, both players have said how good the table's playing.
Yeah.
And I think we've seen on a few shots, the bags are very kind of accepting.
Yeah. Danny's played a couple where it's like a 9-ball table. Is it cushion first and it's gone in? Just got to watch his t-shirt there.
Big finish this for Danny, especially after the last frame.
Yeah. There's less pressure on this finish because the black where it is. He knows even if he doesn't land perfect, the black's not over the bag. Do you know what I mean? So there's a bit less
I think
pressure
that's
to
why
get
he
up.
took the red the first shot.
Yeah, get the red out of the way. Not leaving him an easy one if he does miss, but
I can't see him
no,
missing.
I can't either. That could have been a bit better, but
3 inch short, isn't it?
yeah, on and off top rail maybe. Yeah. Again, he's still a bit short.
I've seen that a few times from him tonight.
Just
Looks
them
like he's
odd
kind
positional
of
shots.
not pushing through.
He never does. It's the worst cue action in Blackpool.
Look, this
That's
is
another
terrible.
one. It's not good, that, at all. No, if anything, he needs to play the other side on that to come to stay on that
Just
side
to
of the
stay
table.
up.
Yeah, it wasn't a good shot at all. But what do we know? We're not playing for 10 grand. We're sat here chatting crap. Spinning it in with right hand side. White could go absolutely anywhere here. Played a safety.
A little bit
left it.
look.
Yeah. There's that. It's White. It's close to that middle bag.
No, it's not.
No, it's going away from it. Good shot.
First time he's been level this 6 now. Oh, he's doing the fish left. He's doing the fish left.
Did he?
Yeah, that's the sign for worse than noise in Wigan, the fish left. To be fair though, it does look like Wigan have got very similar numbers to the Blackpool lot, if not more.
Well, to be fair, it surprised me at first when I came in. I was like, I expected more here for Tomo, we being club owner. And
Well, he brought more when he come to Wigan playing him last time than what I've seen here.
yeah. Tomo said he was in the Lions' den when he came there.
Well, to be fair, sometimes when you go away, I think you need that travel. It's a day out, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you're at home, it's just another night.
Another club owner's just joined us on the commentaries, on the comments. Mr. Matt Lawrenson. Quick comment there saying, "Come on, Craig, get into second gear now, pal."
Another has-been.
Good evening, Matt. How you doing, mate? You okay?
No.
White. Oh. That was whiskers away from being another and off.
Just off 4 balls though. It's not a normal enough. It's just off. It's just a perfect white coming back.
Yeah.
And then it hits a ball and it hits another ball and it's close to the middle.
Kisses, yeah. Good evening, Paul. How you doing, mate? You okay? It's been a good day today, to be fair. Every match has been a great standard match, to be fair.
Apart from Moody's.
Well, it was a good standard one half.
Yeah, for Kev.
Kev Harris's standard was great. I think he's Moody's not hit the ground running from the start, and then
he did play well.
Kev just capitalised on everything, hasn't
he? Too many goals.
Yeah.
He never looked comfortable.
I didn't get a chance to watch it all, but from what I've heard and what I've seen, it's enough to say that Kev just took what he had.
No, he did. And again, he never did anything special.
Yeah.
His white was always kind of where it needed to be. And if it come to making a ball, he'd get it. And when it come to Moody having to make a ball, he was miles off.
Yeah.
But take nothing away from Kev, he deserved the victory. And the scoreline doesn't flatter him.
You don't think it flattered him?
No, do I?
Right.
Moody did well for win 9.
See, Kev actually said to me himself that it flattered him. He felt it flattered him.
He felt that way because Moody missed so many balls.
Right, fair enough.
But if Moody gets the balls, yeah, it's a different story, but he didn't. So he's not going to feel sorry for him.
Yeah, true.
And say, yeah, you deserve to win more.
Yeah. Ian Gordon just said, "Is that Dale Doolan commentating?"
Tell him no.
Matt McBride said, "Yep." Gemma Hart, I'm guessing that's Craig's wife, cheering him on the stream. Good evening, Gemma. Either his wife or his sister or his mum or something. Is Gemma his wife? Bottom one there, I don't think I can see a picture. I don't think his mum would be kissing him like that if it is.
I think it's his wife. I hope so, anyway.
Very intimate mother, otherwise.
Well, it is Mother's Day tomorrow, so... he loves a double, Craig. He loves a double.
Chris Enright's just put Tomo missing too many chances. He should be 3 frames ahead. He should.
He
right.
wasn't missing them early doors.
No.
But he was making it look hard.
Ian Gordon, bet John Virgo's shitting himself.
So why are they being like that?
Lee Roberts just put, I hope it's not his sister with that profile pic. Yeah, I didn't notice that at first. He's leaned off cushion a bit, but he should be fine there.
Yeah, he pots this all day.
Yeah.
Over fist bump.
Give it again. Bit more noise.
Let's see how good he is from behind now, this one.
Another reaction. 11:10. You just update that, mate. 11:10. For those of you who are watching, or trying to follow it as best you can, if your signals keeps losing it or anything, if you can actually check in the match on Q Score. If you search for Q Sports Lounge or any of the players' names on the challenges section, the scores will be updated on there. Dale's in control of that, so
since I've come to commentary, I think Craig's won every frame. No, it was 8-7 actually. I'm going to go back over in a minute, cheering him on. Just going to do this last frame.
Where's Paul?
Where's Pinder?
Just behind
he's
you,
not,
mate.
he's not going to. He knows he can't leave him on his much longer.
Sweating.
We had to pay him to put us on a back tour last year. Don't tell him I said that. Oh, a lovely break.
Someone's got to get these now. Has to get these. What would you go, Dale, before he takes his first shot? Reds or yellows?
I'd go yellows.
I'd be different. I'd go reds, mate.
Exactly. That's why you're sat down when he's playing. Oh, he's going your way.
You must have heard me. Nice shot, that. Nice controlled.
He takes that extra kind of second on the shot. It's completely different to
a very jabby cue action.
It's really bizarre to watch.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
It's just like he's uncomfortable.
Yeah. It's not comfortable at all, and it's not comfortable for anyone who's a teammate of his. Because I play a county with him. And you can watch him cue, and he's like, but some of the shots he pulls out, he's just...
No, he has...
The guy's class, he's a great player, obviously.
Yeah. Of course, if he's playing Craig, he's got to be up there again.
Bottom right now. Bit of a tester.
No, he gets this. But again, he's like...
Jab at the hook. Top bag.
He's just took that extra kind of second again,
yeah.
And he wasn't doing that early doors.
And crucial shots, he just seems to take his time a bit more, doesn't he?
Look, again.
Yeah. He'd already hit this by now, wouldn't he?
Exactly.
Good shot.
Controlled it well.
Good finish.
Oh, and he's doing the fist bump as well.
Did he?
I love it.
I didn't notice that.
I'm going back in the crowd and I'm going to embarrass him next time he does that.
That's a good shot.
Will he do it now? Wind you back over to Wayne. Wayne, help me, Wayne. Yeah, I'm done. I've been done. I love you and leave you.
Thanks, Dale. Cheers, mate. Just thought I'd rescue you there from Dale. He's a lovely bloke. Likes a beer. Loves his pool. Said no one ever. I'm only joking. A top bloke.
Just talking to Secretary of the Kirkham League. 2 singles titles in that, me. 3 three-man team titles. 2 doubles titles.
Oh, must be a shit league.
You mean it must be
a rubbish league?
A rubbish league.
Sorry,
it's not actually, no. There's a few Preston players playing in it now.
Yeah, I noticed that, to be fair. It's a Thursday night league.
Yeah, a few Blackpool players as well.
I
It's not easy to win these singles titles, Dean. How many have you won recently?
No. No, right.
Okay. There you
A
go then.
couple of finals.
Please don't be knocking me.
Couple of semi-finals.
Took some potting, did them?
Oh, then they got kicked in off there.
11-all. Just going down to the wire, this.
So we've got Paul Stevens and Phil Kirkman on Team Craig. Just saying, when you beat him, make sure you buy him some Blackpool Rock with his name going through it.
You said that?
Paul Stevens to Craig.
Well, my mate that makes Blackpool Rock.
Make sure
You put whatever you want through it. In fact, he made me some for my wedding. My name and Mrs.'s name and the date in it. No problem. You want some of that? I know the man to do it for you. And his brother, he does the novelty rock.
Right, oh, that's what that is.
You don't ask what that is, no. No, don't ask.
Big black and white, but it's not a humbug.
Exactly.
Deej is in the room, yeah. It has been a good game, mate. It's been nip and tuck all the way through. Very steady, as Phil James has put. Yeah, it's a good standard.
I mean, I know Dale was saying that Craig might back in if he gets beat here, but the way this match has gone so far,
yeah,
you know, he's acquitting himself well here. And I'm saying that as if Craig's not a good player, you know what I mean? But we all know he is. We all know he is. It's just that the last time, I think Danny beat him pretty convincingly in the end. Or he was quite a few frames in front of.
If we can get anyone to tell us what score that was, because I've heard a couple of scores thrown
I can't remember. I know he was quite a few frames in front. I logged in and watched it, but with no disrespect to Matt and what have you down at the club, but he has his mobile phone. It's a little bit. I don't know how can I put it. It's like this one here. 1 second.
Up in the corner of the room.
It's in the corner of the room. Yeah. I don't think we can. It's. Yeah, it's in the corner of the room, up in the gods at an angle, and it's not something I can watch. To be honest, I know any streams are a good stream, I suppose, in a way. If you've got a bit of interest in the match, but if you haven't, it's like I say, it's not something that. So yeah, I didn't really see the match that much. I tuned into it 2 or 3 times on and off.
Yeah.
And I know Danny was convincingly in front at one stage, and I think in the end it may well have been 25-24. You know, it may well have been a final frame. Somebody on the chat may well know the last time he's played what score it was.
Well, Ian Gordon was in before, and Matt Lawrenson was actually in himself about 10 minutes ago.
Was he on?
Yeah.
He might still be watching them, Matt.
There we go. Craig hammered me Wednesday, some player in practice, and if he took it into his matches, he would be seriously dangerous, and that's from Dave McNamara.
Well, Dave's not far wrong there. You know, he is a very, very good player, is Craig.
Paul Reed, it was like 25-21 or something to Tomo.
Yeah, it was close in the end. But Danny did say that the crowd was a little bit hostile. They're not going to get out of order here because we've got security on. I will keep mentioning it. We are the leader in the money match pool here at Q Sports Lounge in Blackpool. We have got security. And we've probably got about another 10 of them within a minute's walking distance or running distance. Less than a minute's, probably about 30 seconds running distance on the 2 establishments either side of us. So yes, just to keep everybody nice and safe.
Yeah.
You know, we do know that now and again at some of these money matches they tend to get a bit of riff-raff in. You know what I mean?
Can do. Paul Stevens, both rules now weighing. Happy days, haha, EPA jokers. Whatever that means.
Well, I know you're saying that, and I used to say that a lot.
Saying you can play both rules.
Well, no, I think he's meaning that EPA, just jokers in general. But to be fair, as much as Black Ball rules are the more watchable set of rules, certainly for viewers,
Dave McNamara just said there was a fight at the IPA today.
You're joking.
Last comment on the, obviously it's a bit delayed on the stream, but
you're joking. What on stream?
there was a fight at the IPA today.
Behave.
Steve Connolly, the crowd wasn't hostile at all. Stop saying that.
Steve, that's what Danny says. He says he felt a bit intimidated by the.
You're going to Lion's Den to me.
Yeah, that's what he said. So we can only repeat what the player himself has said. He felt a little bit intimidated.
I suppose if you are going to an away venue, then you expect it anyway.
Of course you do, yeah. Of course you do.
Especially a match of that magnitude as well.
Yeah, and it's a given that normally the home support are going to get behind their player.
Yeah. Kieran Daniels, few beers and pool perfect Saturday night.
Exactly.
Not when you got work at 7 in the morning, it's not. Time right now about 10 to 10.
20 to 10.
20 to 10. I'm not going to get to see the end of this one. Not live anyway. I'll be watching it from home, I think, the end of this one. Nice 12-hour shift tomorrow, 7 till 7.
What time are you going, Dean?
I'll be going about
10:30ish.
I'd like to say 10:30, but it won't be. It'll probably be about 11.
Will it? Okay. It's still there.
I know what'll happen. The missus is having a drink with my mum over there, so...
oh, is that what it is? I saw Justine in, but
yeah.
Is that what she's with? She's with your mum?
And my mother. I'll be taking them home.
Taking them home?
Yeah, they've been out drinking today together in Blackpool, which is not the best idea in the world. But I couldn't take my mum out tomorrow because I'm working, so Justine did it for me. So thanks for that.
That's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
When your missus takes your mum out.
Great shot, that. It's just bridging again over this yellow, but there's no problem here. He's alright, can cue the side of it.
Yeah, it's fine. This for 12-11.
12-11. Nip and tuck. Are they having another break, do you know?
Sorry?
Are they having another break?
I don't know.
Certain amount of frames? 30 frames or something?
I don't know. Maybe we'll ask Rick. We think it's going to be 30. Got Paul Reed there that's doing a bit of cheerleading. There's only one Danny Thomson. So come on, David. I have to remember to call him David because I normally call him Dave McNamara and he don't like it, you know.
Does he not?
No, he don't like it.
That's probably why he doesn't have me on Facebook.
That's probably why he's blocked me, I don't know. I don't know. No, who was fighting then? We need to know this stuff.
I know, yeah, come on, Dave. Even Phil Kipman wants to know.
Yeah. He was at it. Was it on stream?
Was it an overflow from the awards night?
Somebody said earlier on that the stream at the Worlds on iPlayer was a bit jumpy or wasn't working right or something. I don't know. Yeah. But
that's another one. That's 3 people who's actually now Deej. Come on, mate.
Spill
the beans.
You can't say something and then not finish it off. You must tell us all.
There was someone having a handbag fight, ladies or something.
Who's at it there? You can't, surely. Who's?
Might be over non-payment of prize money. You never know.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing, mate. Nothing at all.
Right.
You do hear rumours of people getting paid late or a long time after they've won events and stuff, but I suppose if you've got that much prize money, that much things to pay out and people to pay, it won't just be
it's not easy, Dean.
Getting the cash out of the bank and transferring it over or whatever. It's got to take some time.
One of the accounts I was using last year, well, I still had to use it over the last couple of weeks because people had paid into that one rather than paying to the new account I had. Yeah. But when I paid something out, I had to then physically go to my mobile to authorise it. And he's miscued. Wow. I think he's, well, apart from the fact he's given 2, he's not got away with it. I was going to say, I think he's got away with it, but yeah, he's given 2. So, yeah, so it was an absolute nightmare. and if my mobile was flat or anything like that, you know, it's just a pain. I get that, you know, they needed added security when you're sending quite a few massive payments out and stuff like that. But at one time, the same account, I needed a little. It was like a little remote type thing where it'd send me to my mobile a code, which I then had to put. I had to put a code into this tablet, this little.
I know what you're on about. Like a card.
Like a card, yeah. So I had to send a code from that first, put a code in.
Yeah.
That would then generate another code, which would send to my mobile, which I would then have to put back into the program.
Yeah.
And then authorise it. What absolute nightmare. Cured me. Dave's obviously gone. He's started a rumour off and then disappeared.
You can see when people come in and they just disappear, and you don't know when he's probably missed all these comments and people asking him what happened and stuff. Unless you're inboxing people.
If anybody can go out there and find out what happened at the IPA today, would be much appreciated. Just come back and tell us.
Better than talking about Coronation Street.
Yeah, not do Coronation Street yet.
That's a great shot down the rail.
Yeah.
Fantastic
well
shot.
Played.
Would you be tempted to play the plant here, or would you play a straight pot?
No, he's going to play the straight pot here.
Let's finish this.
Ooh, he's a little bit low, but yeah, he's a little bit low. He'd like to have been a little bit straighter there, I think.
Might have to leave himself the 3 cushion off the last ball, you know, to come around the angles for the black in the same pocket.
It's not nice, this.
Unless he can just drop it in.
It's not just that, it's the black.
The black goes to the top bag as well. So.
Well, that's the only one it does go in unless you go right around the back of it, which he's not going to want to do because it only goes in the bottom right then.
Yeah.
He's gone too far there, really.
Let's see what he does with this one now. I think he might...
He can't take the one in the middle first because he's going to leave too thin a cut on the last red to hold for the black. If he takes the one over the bottom right now, he's going to have to try and check this, drop it dead weight.
Oh, it must go to the top.
Well, if it does, he's got a result.
It must go to the top.
And he's landed pretty much perfect on that.
Gary Clark, is he a pro on the IPA?
Yeah, he is, yeah.
He's put Ask Jason Hill.
Joking. Has Jason been at it? Jason's not that type of person, is he? He doesn't. He's not a fiery character, is he?
He can be a fiery character.
Ask Jason Hill what's up.
Come on, Jason, spill the beans if you're there, mate.
Might be his roomie. Don't know. Don't know. Just tell us.
I know, yeah, just spill the beans. Come on. We all want to know. Inbox us.
Phil James is...
as well. I promise we won't share it.
Phil James is just good. And I can't understand that because I know that obviously their internet they use is satellite based. And forgetting to update the Q score. I don't know why we're doing it. For the ones that can't see the stream, I don't think... Obviously, if the IPA stream's down, this is the only stream on today then, you know what I mean?
And there might be one in Doncaster as well.
Yeah, somebody asked Jason Hill what's gone off at the IPA today. We want to know. Don't we?
We do. You're going to ring him, I'll text him or something.
No, I'm not asking him. Not now anyway. He's still watching, Dave. Sorry, Dave. Sorry, David. He's still watching, David. That's why he don't talk to me anymore. I keep calling him Dave. I can't help it, David. He looks like a Dave anyway to me. What do you reckon?
Yeah. It suits him.
Dave does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Come on, Clarky, tell us. That's Pixie, isn't it? It's Pixie. Yeah, it's Pixie. You won't be able to click on it. It's Pixie. Pixie's spreading rumours about...
I thought it was Gary Clark, the pro.
No, I think that's Pixie. Looks like Pixie. You behave yourself, Kevin, otherwise I'll block you. Doesn't take much.
I wouldn't ask.
No. Can't be doing with these... yeah, you see, it is Pixie. Can't be doing with these armchair supporters that only come out when they win. And before you say anything, yes, I am going to Preston next week. Yes, they did win today. That's fair play to them. Shame. Such a big club. Are you messaging Jason? Find out what. Get someone to find out what's happened at the IPA. If anybody knows, private message me.
Unbelievable, Jeff. I've just realised I've got an hour less in bed.
Oh yeah, the clocks go forward, don't they?
Lee Payne just messaged me. Don't forget clocks go forward tonight, Paul, if you're in work early. Oh,
yeah, but at least there's one thing.
Thanks.
It'll be nice and bright when you get up.
Yeah.
It won't seem like the middle of the night anymore. This is a nice finish here from Craig.
Let's get back on this match. Sure, we'll find out eventually what's happened on the IPA. Very close, but 15-6. 15-6. What's 15-6?
Oh, Jimmy Gallagher sent me a text saying great stream. Thank you very much, Jimmy. I don't know if you're still tuned in. Maybe he said it on the chat and I didn't see it.
That's what he's saying, sorry. Gary Close has put Craig Hart played Gary Close in a practice match on Thursday and beat him 15-6. I'm not surprised at that as well.
Beat Gary Close 18-6. And who did he beat 15-6?
Corrected himself.
All right.
He meant to put 15-6, so he corrected himself.
Well, Gary can't play, can he? Not surprised he beat him 18-6.
Gary's a great player, to be fair.
He is.
Don't tell him I said that, though.
Tom Jones was tuning in. I thought Tom was looking for a game down here at one time.
He was, yeah.
What's the matter with you, Tom? You lost your nuts? Get yourself. Is he in the...
yeah, he's in Cat 2.
Cat 2? Come on, Tommy.
He got offered a game against Kyle with a start.
Did he?
But he refused it.
What with the start? How much start did he?
I think he wanted something like 8 to 25.
8 to 25?
If I remember rightly, I might be wrong. He might correct me if he's in.
Mind you, after that time I dissed him in... was it Scarborough? I think it was Scarborough, wasn't it? The Super Sevens. I'm not surprised he wants 8 start. Can't play the game.
Not if you're getting beat off Pinder.
No.
Not as bad as that Noble.
Nobody's as bad as Noble.
Especially if I'm beating him.
He's still in the other room. Oh, we're all right. He's probably listening, actually. In fact, he was playing for money. He was playing Lee Beavers for 20 quid.
What is it?
He was. I don't think he was playing a massive race, but he was playing it for 20 quid.
£20 a ball.
Well, probably. So, Craig
Asbo's joined us again.
back at the table with a chance here to extend his lead. Well, the main match on King of the North Day go the same way as it did last time. He's a local lad. Being in front most of the way, and all of a sudden, the visitor coming good towards the end.
The best shot he's ever played in the world.
I want to know who's fighting at the IPA today. I've sent a message out, see if I can find anything out.
I'll tell you what, he's practiced heavily for this match. It's Craig Hart. Just sitting there. Wednesday he played Deej.
Well, so you should as well if you...
Thursday he played Gary Close. And then yesterday, Friday, he played Stephen Croft. He beat Stephen Croft 23-20.
So...
he's definitely put some time into
yeah.
it. But he's given Tom a good chance here now.
And I think probably that's what hurts you more when you play a money match and you end up getting beat, because you know you're playing good, you're trying to do all you can by getting the practice in by playing good players.
Yeah.
You know, and if you're beating them like that as well, you're coming in with so much confidence into a money match. You know, sometimes you're not meant to be. He's got himself a good opportunity. At the moment, he's 13-12 up. There is still a fair way to go. But he's playing all right. Who else can I message to find out what's happened at Bradford?
Who's going to message?
Oh, well, I've just messaged one. I'm looking for somebody else now that might be there. That's online. Let's have a look. Something that I know that might tell me.
If anyone's at the IPA today who's tuned in,
What's gone off?
what's happened? Let us know.
Laking's online. He won't have gone to IPA.
Tell you what, his t-shirt's got to be close to that red there.
Is Ricky Jones on IPA? I think he is, isn't he?
That's a good shot. But no, sorry, it's a good shot. Black's out in the open. Great chance now. What's your score prediction here, Wayne?
I really do think it's going to go. It's going to be all the way. It's going to be close.
Hill.
Yeah, possibly. If it's not, there's only going to be a frame or two in it. I really do think it'll be a close match.
This is a crucial shot. Needs a good angle on this. Doesn't want to be anywhere past the. Don't want to be past the baulk line. Stay inside the baulk area. And he's perfect.
Sod it. I'm going to ask Jason.
Not too bad there, but for me, you want it to be a bit closer with less angle. Only time will tell.
Just ask him. Hope it's not being him.
I hope not. Wilkinson said Craig 25-22. He's not got a great angle on this, but he's only got to drop it in anyway. Come through, 6 inch, just like that. Tommy Cooper, just like that.
Big frames to win these when both players have had a couple of chances.
Great shot. 2-frame lead.
Wigan lads are getting a little bit noisy now.
Titan rope and never a pocket there. You're right, mate. I'm lagging now, my bed's calling me.
Who's calling you?
My bed.
Your bed?
You're owning me head off.
What time are you working till tomorrow?
7-7.
7-7?
7-7.
What do you do?
I work in a factory, mate.
Yeah?
A machine.
On a double time on a Sunday?
Normal hours, mate.
Normal hours?
The contract is weekends if required.
You're joking.
It's only temporary though. Usually work Monday
I should hope so as well.
Monday to Thursday, but at the moment...
And I'm saying that I don't get paid double time on a Sunday.
We, yeah, it's weekends when required, 48-hour contract. Usually do Monday to Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. But at the minute I'm getting Thursday, Friday, Saturday off. So, in work at 7 in the morning. Boo-hoo.
So we're going to look at these. Are we going to look at maybe some competitions? Cats 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah.
4, 5, 6.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll get the calendar out and have a look. And I think that's probably a good way of anybody wanting to get into a cat.
Yeah.
By getting into it is you have to play in one of the competitions.
Yeah.
Also, and I think the reason other establishments do it that way is so that you can get a look at the players as well, to try and get them in a category a little bit fairer, a bit sooner. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Steve said he went the wrong way. Well, to be fair, mate, I thought he would have took the one on the wrong way, wrong rail. Get your words out, Dean. I thought he would have took the one on the top rail earlier than the last ball, but he didn't give himself the best angle. He should have been in the balk area. No matter what, that white should never have been out of that balk line, because it left himself too much of an angle. It was more difficult. He had to very thin cut it in. But anywhere he leaves that white inside that right quadrant, if you will, and he would have been better, because it would have been an actual angle to come down for the black in the right corner.
You've got one shouting there, Dean. Cheering every shot. He'll cheer this one.
Glorious chances. Needs to run a bit, all on straight.
He didn't do.
Oh, it's fine, that. As his supporter said, that'll do.
There's always one character.
Jabbed it.
Oh, he does it though. He does jab him, does Danny?
He's pinched a bit in the pocket there.
He likes to jab. Works for him.
Oh, he's just hesitating on taking that one. He nearly got back up then on that one then. I thought we were going to stop queuing for a minute and get back up.
It's just the way he cues. He does take a pause sometimes. Yeah. It looks like he's got dartitis.
14-13. They're still charging, huh?
Yeah, mate. Yep. So for all those tuned in, watching on the live stream, if you want to watch the scores instead, it's live on Q Score.
Yeah, it's just for those who maybe out or can't get the stream on. Then it's on Q Score if need be.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Someone said to me before, I want to follow it, but I'm out on the night out, and I can just quickly go on Q Score and have a look if you put it on there. Right, no problem. We can accommodate best we can.
Yeah, Martin said, what's happened to the pub?
What pub?
Is it the Oak? The old Oak? I think it is. Yeah, Martin.
Oh, yeah, Martin?
Yeah.
Yeah, we came out, mate.
Yeah.
We decided it was not the best...
Long hours in them pubs, you know.
Best situation for the family, so we decided to knock it on the head.
I was brought up in pubs from a very young age. Till I was about 17. And that's one of the reasons why I've never ever gone into the pub game myself, because when you have kids and stuff like that, you just don't get the time that you should have with them.
Yeah, for us it was a case of we'd arrange staff to come on, say, a Friday night.
And they didn't turn up.
It didn't turn up, so one of us would work.
Yeah.
We had plans to take the kids out for a meal or whatever.
Can't do it, yeah.
Yeah, and then it was a case of
it's hard work.
we book a weekend away, like camping or whatever, and then staff would let you down last minute.
Yeah.
It was just becoming a case where we were trying to pinch time with the kids and pinch time as a family, and it was just impossible. So we decided to knock it on the head. Got regular Monday to Friday, 9 till 5-ish jobs. Very close to where we live, literally walking distance, so a lot better for us.
Yeah, the pub game is very, very hard. You need to be single, I think, ideally. Or either that or without a family, without kids. Yeah, you can do it with, but
I think
your kids suffer, do they do.
The youngest was like 3, nearly 4 when we moved into the pub.
Yeah.
And when he's maybe 10, 11, I'll probably do it again.
Yeah, they need to be at an age where they don't rely on you too much.
Once he goes to high school, I'd probably look at doing it again.
Yeah. Matt Lawrence has just tuned in. Good evening, Matt.
I've been on a couple of times, Matt, tonight. No, Ian, I'm not back in Bury, mate. I still live in Longridge, where the pub was, same town. But the kids were settled in schools.
So he's still eligible to play for Lancashire?
Yeah. Well, both Lancashire.
Both, yeah.
Lancashire, Manchester, if you want to call it that. But yeah, still live in Longridge. Kids were settled. We're happy where we are. So nice little village just on the edge of Beacon Fell. Look out of our back window and we can near enough see Bury. We can see Winter Hill and that way on there.
Happy days.
Nice view over Winter Hill and the wait, is it a telephone mast? The red tower? What is it? I don't even know what it is.
No idea.
Just a big red line in the night. I think it's a telephone mast or something like that on Winter Hill.
Winter Hill's the TV.
The TV, that, yeah. Red,
yeah.
The one with the big red lights in it.
TV transmitter Winter Hill.
Right. I wasn't too sure, to be honest.
Whether they still use that, I'm not sure, but I know that was the one they used when it was analogue TV. I presume they've used the same one. Yeah. Just different.
It's quite good because you've got a perfect view of it, all the surrounding hills as well, and the little lad goes.
That's a great part. Perfect pace. Drops it in. As calm as you like.
And the crowd's gone wild.
To take a 15-13 lead.
TV masks. Cheers, Ian.
I've just told you that.
We're a bit delayed, aren't
we? We are actually. And I wasn't listening at first.
(15-13) with Craig to break.
Ben Willis is asking how Ethan got on. What was it 11? I don't know. I don't know Ethan's score.
Ethan won 11-6.
So the 3 young lads have all had good wins today.
Harry Roberts, I'm going to say then. He's not a young lad anymore.
Harry Lofthouse.
11-4. 11-4, Harry Lofthouse against Lee Duffy.
Jordan Crossy.
Jordan Crossy was 15-5.
Something like that, yeah.
Give a 2-frame start to Ben Livesey from Cumbria. And
very good win from
tonight
Jordan.
Around 6 o'clock. Ethan played Jimmy Morrison, who Ian Martin will know if he's still on, from the Bury area. Old Schneidy Schnoo, as he wants to be called, his nickname.
Schneidy Schnoo?
Schneidy Schnoo. I think he's gone back to the hotel now to drown his sorrows.
That's a nice break from Craig. Whoa, the black's gone a bit awkward there.
There isn't really a nice suit either.
No, not really. The yellow wasn't too bad, apart from the yellow to the top left there. I suppose if you're going to have to go into the black, you're going to develop that yellow, that red anyway. So reds aren't too bad. Get that sticker rock sorted out. He's not cheap. He's not cheap at all. In fact, I don't think he charged me much, really. He charged me very little to do mine for my wedding.
That's the one in, yeah. Boom, shakalaka. He didn't do much of that tonight. He did try and get the crowd against him the best he could.
What was that?
Jimmy Morrison. He tried winding the crowd up when he won a couple of frames earlier on. But he was too late, too little too late. He does have a few tricks up his sleeve, so to speak, does Jimmy? I think that might just be a total, that.
You could well be right.
I think the referee might have to check that one. Danny's going wild here. Swerving to middle bag.
This is easy enough. Off the rail.
If
It's what you leave, isn't it?
If you can hit the two... I don't know,
It's gone between
and his
the
brother
gap.
Blackett.
How's your fall finding that gap like that? Well, I'm going to say the good thing is he's not really split these black and red up, but...
Would you just play into the black now? Just play the black on off the cushion and leave yourself in the red from there? I would have done that,
I'll tell you what, yeah, I
I'd
would have
bounce
as
the
well.
black out and left the white on the middle.
Doesn't matter if you don't land on the red properly, you can always
Exactly,
play
yeah.
safe, you know what I mean? The yellow doesn't go anywhere at the moment at the top end of the table, so if you don't come out nicely, you know, you could try and hide the white again.
Yeah.
If it comes out perfect, then
I've seen a
you
shot
have
here.
a bash.
Yellow onto red, cover the bottom bag. What's he done there?
Well,
That's a poor shot, that. That's probably the worst shot he's played in the match so far. All right, it's in the open. The yellow's in not a bad position, but he's sneaking him again. I don't really understand that one.
that's not as difficult.
Very negative for me, that.
Yeah.
All right, win the frames, win the match how you want to win the match. But you've got to... if you start playing negative shots, you start thinking negative as well, and that's not good. Good at that from Danny Thomson. I don't know.
So I know one or two more have joined us recently. If anybody knows what's gone off at the RPA today, please come and let us know. We want to know what's gone off. I've heard it's gone bang off.
It's not covered that fully. Danny can squeeze the yellow in there between that black and red. On his next shot as well. You don't want to pot it.
No, I was going to say the finish is not really much good to him, really. He's not hit it hard enough.
Yeah, there's a cushion.
I meant to get him behind it.
I think for me, I would have tried to move the red out, but then you're not guaranteeing the yellow staying and covering the black.
He can play this thin into the yellow. It's going to pot it, and you can send the white off the rail to kick the black and red out. He should be able to put enough into this to get some movement on them too.
Matt McBride just put, heard the sunbed shot was short and couldn't answer and lost the plot.
Well, maybe. We need facts.
Was it kicking off over a game of pool? Was it kicking off over a match? Was it kicking off over a score? Was it kicking off over... Come on, give us some more information.
Yeah, we want more. I've had a message back yet.
Juicy goss.
I have sent a message out. Nobody's replying to me.
See, fortune favours the brave, and he's just gone for a shot there. Positively, and it's come out absolutely smelling of roses. He could not land it any better. Danny B has just joined us. Good evening, Danny B. Natalie Howard. Craig has the bottle and the class winner. What score, Natalie? What score do you reckon? What's your prediction? pocket did he take the black in, Wayne?
Which what, sorry?
Which pocket did he play the black in?
Well, from where he is, the black's going to be going in this bottom left. He's going to be coming down this bottom right hand side. He's got more room.
Bring it down.
Yeah, you've got more room.
Over the blue spot.
Just past it. I think Craig's supporters like that shot.
That is a great shot. That.
I did as well. Very good shot.
Fantastic finish.
Perfect position. Now they're getting vocal. 16-13. And he's looking pretty comfortable at the minute.
Yeah, he's chilled right out, hasn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, there'd be something wrong if he didn't have the pace of the table now. But it was a great shot, that. Nicely controlled. Let's see how Tom handles the pressure.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's pretty good under pressure. He's Danny. It's whether you get the chances or not, Dane. If you don't get the chances, there's not a lot you can do about it.
Just looking at him now, waiting to take the break. He looks totally focused.
Oh, wait a minute. We've had a reply. Let's have a
look.
Ooh. There you go. So it was something to do with Gary Clark. And Miles Deleuze. Big kick off. There you go.
Just not the Gary Clark I commented before.
No, different Gary. No, that Gary. I'm not going to say. Slightly different games.
Tiddly wings.
No, one can play, one can. I'm joking, Gary. Gary's a decent player, actually. In his own house.
He used to play for Lancashire, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, yeah. Yeah, he was played for the seniors as well as the... I think he got a few games in the B team previous season. And I put him in the senior B team, thinking he'd get a lot more game time. And well, whoever was running the B team didn't give him enough game time. I think that's how it worked. All right. So it's nobody win. Well, we do know, but wonder what that was all about. So there you go.
Handbags.
Great shot, heartbreaker. Glenn Cahir says.
It was a good shot. He's on about the one he got on the black before.
It was actually. Fair play to him. But Danny's replying here. Where does that yellow go that's just on the red? Does it go to the top right? Must do.
Must do. Looks like it's touching the red near enough, but must
I can't operate my mouse to change the camera with my left hand. Not very good with it. Let's drop it through. Don't want to be on the cushion.
Bounce. That's fine.
Yeah, he's okay there. So that's a nice quick reply from Dan. It's a breaking dish, it is, isn't it?
Had to be.
Breaking dish. That's one way to reply.
Good evening, David Kirkpatrick. Tuning in from Yarmouth.
Is he?
Yes. He's got a bit of interest in this game because he was our...
Is that the bookie?
The bookie.
He's got a bit of interest. Who's he back to? I presume he's back Craig, has he?
I don't know. I just know he's...
Oh, he's the bookie. All right, I'm with you. He's the bookie.
Yeah,
all right. Has there been many bets laid on these matches today?
A few, mate, yeah.
Has he? What are we on here? 14-16. I'm updating Q score for you, even though you're not doing it, Dean.
Lee Bridge, 25-18, Craig.
That's a big swing, that, Lee. It's about time we saw you down here on King of the North days. About time I saw you on the tours as well. 2 weeks today before the first one here at Q Sports Lounge. Have they gone for a break? 30 frames. They're having a break.
Yeah.
Nice of them to tell us and remind us, isn't it? You know what I mean? We're sat here talking. So what's going to happen now, people, is the stream will stop. There's going to be a 10-minute break, so you don't all disappear and not know when the players are back. We will go live. Oh, wait a minute. No, he's sat down. Danny's waiting. Does Craig Hart smoke? He might have just gone for a quick fag, so just hold fire a few minutes, people. If he's only gone for a quick cigarette, Danny's sat there. So,
not too sure, to be honest with you.
So it looks like it's just a toilet break. Yeah, so we are going to stay on. We've lost a few viewers now already. Lack of communication.
Robert Laithwaite saying all the Chorley boys are watching from Yarmouth.
Hope they're enjoying it. Should they not be playing pool down in Yarmouth and rather than watching it? Let's have a word with Mr. Security. Encroaching into the stream arena, well, streaming area. For those of you that don't know, that just mentioned the Mr. Security, we do have security on here today. It is a money match day down here at Q Sports Lounge, and after a couple of the antics, at least one of the venues, a couple of times, we decided that we'll have a bit of security on, just in case. You never know.
That's true.
Try to keep everybody safe.
And all last time.
That's a nice break.
On the last Kings of the North day, when Hasbro played Kyle, we did get quite a few latecomers coming in to support Hasbro.
Yeah.
Same might happen.
Well, they did a few. They sat in that corner over there, and it was getting a bit loud.
Getting in supporting Lee. So same might happen again today.
Well, even if it doesn't, it's a deterrent more than anything, because there is a few quid in the building.
Yeah.
Not only that, we do have other security. That's a radio call away within probably about 30 seconds a minute. So it's nice to be safe.
Mr. Fall tuning in. Evening, JJ.
Good evening, JJ. Hope he wasn't involved in that fracas at the IPA that we've heard about today.
He might be able to tell us a bit more information.
Yeah, JJ might tell us.
Come on, JJ, spill the beans.
We've heard there's been a bit of argy-bargy. There's none of that here. We've got security on, as I've just mentioned.
We're just looking at the frame times here.
Yeah, we can tell you the frame times.
And the longest frame...
Go on, Dean.
...was the 16th frame? Yeah, 16th frame.
How long was that?
12 minutes.
Wow. So what we're looking at here.
4 in the morning.
4 in the morning.
No, we're joking. No, we've had some short frames at like 3 minutes and 2 minutes. And
yeah, Martin's asking JJ to tell us all about it. I'm sure we'll get more information soon enough.
You know, they went too far on that earlier. That wasn't the best shot in the world. You see the other angle, Wayne, to see if it goes in.
Which one?
The one for this pocket.
Which pocket? The black?
It's played it for that, so it must go.
Yeah, it flies in that. Apologies about it not being so clear. It's only because it's dark and we're so far away with that camera.
17-14.
There's another breaking dish. Not keeping count today, but there's been a few. So one way to reply to a breaking dish is to breaking dish back. Mr. Anderson's turned up. He's been watching the stream before. He's decided to take an hour or two off work, I think. Come in and watch. Give Danny a bit of support. So those of you that are tuned in, if you don't mind just sharing, we lost a few viewers then thinking that we was having a break. Just get it shared again. Get one or two people back. Just watch how you phrase things. Those of you that have not tuned in to the stream before, swearing is not allowed. It only breeds more and more, and then people start having a go, saying all sorts. So I don't allow it at all. Be respectful to everybody you see on the stream as well. And everybody's happy. Whoa, he's played that dead weight. I don't think it rolled. I don't know. Maybe I think he just hit it wrong. He didn't. It looked more or less straight away as if he knew it wasn't going in. So the only good thing in a way is that there's two yellows near the left-hand side cushion. The top one of those three, I think he might even be on it now, into the top left-hand corner pocket. If he if you can get on the one that's on near the rail, he can play that in off the red. That's what it's all about. We can hold this. He decided to screw into it.
Craig, how will you marry me? Were you there that night off Lee Anderson versus Fitzdean? No, mate, I wasn't. I did watch it a bit. I think it was streamed. I don't know who streamed that.
Lee Anderson versus Fitz?
Yeah, they played here. I think it was something like 23-22 or something like that. Hill match. Here? Yeah, they played in the bar area. When Cowboys first took over.
Yeah. I didn't stream it, that's for sure.
Asbo and Fitzy played each other. I'm sure it was Hill. I might be wrong. But no.
I don't remember it, but obviously you do. But
because I remember seeing Ian Martin's long shanks at the back of the crowd, looking over everyone watching the match.
Yeah, I didn't stream it. It wasn't me. There would only be one other one that probably would have done, which is probably why it's not being seen much, because I don't think he has that many followers.
It was what, Ian? Was it the score? Do you mean, or do you mean when he streamed it? Which one was it, Paul?
Yeah. It wasn't me.
Good game, got tasty too, haha. Oh, the bit kicking off, you mean? Yeah, I think Jimmy Morrison was there that night. I think Jimmy Morrison was the one who was kicking off. I think he was kicking off with Andrew Morley.
That's not hard. he does tend to...
Went to a decider, that's what he means.
Yeah, just tend to say too much sometimes, is Andy. And at the wrong times as well.
Huh. Not seen him for a while, I wonder where he is.
He's... I think he's on holiday at the moment.
I wonder if he's watching.
This is a nice finish from Craig Hart.
Yeah.
After the miss he had in the middle pocket, he'll be a little bit pleased he took out a finish like that.
Yeah. you remember who streamed it, Ian? Any chance?
Was it definitely streamed? Was it not a Facebook Live?
Pretty sure that. No, it was. I could have saw it before all Facebook Live even existed. It was that long ago, probably 5 or 6 years ago.
No, is it, the boys in it? It's not had it that long.
How long's the boys had it? About 4 years?
At the most, probably 4 years. At the most. I don't think I had it that long. I was streaming more or less not long after.
I'm sure I watched it. I'm sure you could see everyone at the back of the room.
No, I don't think it was streamed. It certainly wasn't me anyway, and there would only have been me, maybe even one other that might have done it, but I don't remember it being done.
Right, so
I would have seen it.
Ian doesn't remember.
And I think a game of that magnitude, I think it would have been done right. Shoot it enough.
Right, now
straight enough.
This has got to be the chance that Danny Thomson takes. He's got to take these.
He's got a choice of suit here with him going in off the break.
Even if he moves the red and the yellow together now, plays the yellow onto red from Bork, see where they land and then choose.
Well, you say that, and I think looking at this little cluster down the bottom of the table here, the red, yellow and black, you want to be on reds really. You want to be on reds because a nice little angle on the red, you can bump the yellow out, yeah. You know what I mean? So there's no reason why you shouldn't be going reds at all. The only problem he's got starting is them two reds near the top left. I don't think it's even a problem. Like he is doing now, he's going to take one of them into the middle pocket. It's going to be wide open.
I don't think he's going to pot it. I think he's going to bounce it off.
Yeah, he's going to go for pot. It went. Well, why not? You might as well. It's not like all you've got to worry about is making sure you've got a white and a red after.
One less ball in it. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's got enough balls here to.
The two middle reds pass each other into right middle.
Yeah, he's got enough to play with here to get on this one. He could even try and get on it early,
yeah,
and leave himself maybe the one that's near the black spot on the table,
yeah,
till last, to give himself an option just in case it doesn't quite come out right.
He's playing for the middle back now. Oh, he's playing for
I don't know. I think he's played a bad shot there.
Play for the long one.
Does it nip in the middle?
He's going to the bottom
Does it
bag,
long? Does it go long? I don't know if you can see enough of it. He must be able to. He's queuing the centre of the ball.
Yeah, he's going bottom bag here. Good shot.
I didn't think he could see enough. I thought he'd played a bad shot. So he's going to have to take the one to the middle now. So
he's going to pop the red and cannon the yellow in it.
He's got to take the one to the middle. He can't take the one he's looking at now first. He's got to take the one to the middle. He needs to pull his white back to leave himself an angle to drop on the one on the bottom rail, which he has done.
Great shot that. You don't have to do anything the white here.
Just run it through. Yeah, just run it through.
Even if it's low, even if the white's touching the cushion.
High, low, whatever. It doesn't really matter.
Any angle, not straight.
Yeah. And that's about perfect.
Just concentrate on the pot.
Yeah, a little bit of right hand side maybe, just to run into the yellow.
Might go a bit closer to the black though then if he does that.
Like that?
Like that, exactly like that.
Yeah, he needed to hit that a little bit firmer, I think. He's made a bit of an ash of that.
If you put a bit of checker side on that, just to make sure the white comes straight off the cushion.
Yeah, but you just don't want to not catch the yellow. That's the only problem. If you miss the yellow, you can end up snooking yourself. So he needed to hit that a little bit firmer, Dean.
He did, yeah. What's he doing? What's he doing?
Why is he going this way?
Don't do that, Danny.
Why not just flick off it if you can't pot it?
Nearly 11 grand, mate.
Yeah, flick off it, mate. I'll tell you what.
The cushion as well. Is it the cushion after contact? So it's not a foul, obviously.
No, nobody's left him a game on anyway.
Left him a good chance here.
Yeah, it's a shot. It's a big game. Well, not game winner, but it's if he drops it in.
It's late for these comments coming in now about that shot.
Yeah, it's a big confidence booster if you drop that in, but I don't think that was a shot to play from there. You're always going to leave your opponent game on.
That was never the shot, in my opinion.
Unless you pot it, that is. Which is
obviously, yeah.
You trust into a lot of luck.
But he should never have been in that position in the first place.
No.
What was Craig done here?
Well, he's made a mess of that, but he's got a double on. He's got a back double.
Yeah, the yellow goes past into the top bag as well. Double, 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 double.
It wasn't an hard double, and no matter what, you're going to be on something.
He's flying here in a minute.
Yeah, no, he's okay here now.
On the right-hand side for the last ball. Shit. Dropped my phone into the keyboard. I thought I'd knocked everything off then.
Paul Reed's back.
I think you were answering Danny Burgess's question from before.
Hey?
Danny Burgess put on before, I can't tell who's commentating.
Did he?
I think Paul's just answered him. About half an hour ago.
Half an hour ago. Yeah, well, I think he answered me about half an hour later before, didn't he? It's not long since been reclothed, I believe.
Monday, 25th.
There's a lot of lines there now.
There is actually.
It's just been brushed in iron, but somebody's been sliding something on the cloth there.
Bit of racker.
Yeah.
Left yourself a perfect angle here to drop this in. Might go a bit closer to the middle bag, but he's put a bit aside on it just to swing it off. This is a bit of a tester.
This is to extend his lead to 5 frames.
Great shot.
Big frame.
Great shot that. 19. 14.
Getting a bit noisy now.
He does not look like missing at the minute, Craig Hart.
No, he doesn't. Just quietly going about his business. Yeah, no worries. Dougie Furnival's in the building. Yeah, I suppose, Ross, you can say that about most money match players. If they don't batter the table before a money match, there's something wrong, really. I think most players that play for big money like this do give themselves every chance by getting as much practice in as they can. But, you know, you can only practice so much if you've got the ability anyway. You know, what you did yesterday can be completely different to what you do today. We all know that. Like you say, at least if you're giving yourself half a chance by putting the time in, you do deserve something out of it, but it can only be one winner. I'm sure Danny will have put some time in over the last few weeks, without a doubt. Could have done with a little bit more on that. What, you can just stun his white into the yellow. Hold it for the black. Got to be careful. Don't want to hit it too hard, Danny. That's the one. Perfect. Didn't lash it like he did earlier on. Nice finish. Is that another break and finish? don't know, Si, I wasn't looking to see it, to be honest. I'm sure Rick Lloyd, the referee, would have pulled him had that been the case. To the action. We'll have a look at that a little bit later. Well, I mean, he's 4 frames in front, Darren, so he needs 6 more. It's still a long way to go yet, but you've got to favour him, really. You have got to favour him. 4 frames up. But as we know, sometimes it doesn't always pan out that way, especially if they take a break. I'm not too sure if there's any more breaks scheduled, to be fair. I don't think either of these two smoke, so there's no reason to go out for a cigarette or anything like that. I think it's all going to be down to the break. Both of them are capable, as we've seen, breaking addition. They've both had a few tonight. I've not been keeping count, but like I say, it's all going to be down to the break, I think. And it has been a great standard so far. It's a shame there has to be a loser, to be fair, but that's the nature. These money matches, somebody's got to lose. As much as Danny's my local, he's a local club owner. He's the owner, one of the owners down here at Q Sports Lounge. I always do try to be impartial. Not easy sometimes, but I always do try. Known Craig quite a while now. Good lad. Very friendly. Very good player as well. Skill shot. Oh. Sometimes you have to hit them firm, but I think he hit it a little bit too hard there. Just didn't quite catch it thick enough as well. The red came off the yellow, went into the jaw. If he catches it, if he hits it a little bit slower, he may well have got a chance of dropping it in there, but he's looking at this. He's probably lucky because of the black. Doesn't go in his bottom right hand side. He's looking away to finish this. I think maybe he should go top left first and then play this one. Just run his white through for the black into the bottom left, but he's going the other way. Whoa. I mean, it still goes, but I'm surprised he played it like that. I think it's a lot easier than it looks. It looks from here like it's a bit of a cut, but it's okay. Just finished these nicely. Just took his time just to make sure. When you're in situations like that, you can't afford to miss. Absolutely cure you if you miss from a situation like that. So you just have a good look at them. I will do. I mean, I do have. I just do. Rick. It was Rick's first time reffing today, and it's a new. I'm saying it's a new scoreboard. He has used it before at the Norbeck when I stream up there. And if you can see there, I'll just put the 2 zeros up there, just below the scores. That is the breaking dish count buttons, or the count figures there. All he's got to do is click a separate button on the scoreboard to keep a record of the breaking dish. I don't have to do anything, so I should do really. It's just that, like I said, because it's Rick's first time here, I never thought he'd used the scoreboard before. It's the only reason why I didn't use it, but maybe we'll do that again in future. I know there's 1 or 2 streamers, which is not hard to do, is to build an overlay. I started doing one the other day to keep a record of all the stats, but when you take a break from a stream, which you do need to on long days like this, if you've got somebody else keeping an eye on everything, you've got to rely on them being able to remember everything, which is not always possible when it's something alien to them. So that's the only reason why I don't do it really. It is nice, I suppose, to have all the stats, but again, even if you put them on between frames, they're only on for a few seconds. But I will build something. Let's see how we go. We're going to be regular now. This is the second one, I think, so far this year. The King of the North days. We're scheduled for another 6 now for the rest of the year. I'm sure it's number 6. We've got another 6 to do. So I'll do something. The only problem is at Q's, because it's upstairs, the more I do, the more stuff I've got to cart upstairs. But I'm back down again. Played that well. I think he's got a slight angle on this. If he has, he may well be able to run into the red and yellow. He could. Oh, he's come back. And the shot now is to, he needs a bit of luck here, but to play the bottom one of those 2 yellows. Unless he feels he can plop the one in the middle and still get on the bottom one of those 2. I think the shot is to He's looking at it. He may well just be looking to see where he needs the white, but the shot is to play this one. And again, try and split the red and yellow. Needs a bit of running though. Oh, he's on a pot, but it's not easy. This is not easy at all. Oh, I didn't think it would cut back. It's caught the red anyway. The red dropped in, so it's 2 shots. Danny Thomson. Play the plant here, knock the red over the bottom rail, leave the red on the side rail. It's just not quite enough. He don't like that. The reason is because he's left the yellow sticking out a little bit, just in case, but he could have done with that red a little bit closer as well. He should get this, no problem. It should have been a little bit easier though. To work this white. He's okay. Take the red to the right middle now. I'm saying that. He's just dropping this one down here. I suppose that's probably the best way to go. Danny knows best. Stun this in. So, going top right. Just going awkward slightly, but he's okay. Dead weight. Oh, a delicate little stun shot here. Black into bottom left. That's going to be 2016. Back to 4 frames, innit? Crowd like that one for sure. So, 2016. Seems to be just struggling a little bit, trying to get these balls nice and tight. Cheers, Phil. Yeah, I'll do something for next time. I'll get a stats overlay sorted out. It's not just that. I mean, probably got Alzheimer's coming on me, but I do forget things. Best of times. I just need somebody just to keep an eye on all the stats. It's a nice shot there from Danny. This is when it can start to hurt a player, when you sat down for a couple of frames. And one of them keeps coming back at you.
We're just saying at the bar then, he's got to win the next 6, 4-2 to go 22-20.
It might sound a big task, that, Dean, but once you win 2 or 3 frames, your opponent then starts asking questions with himself, and he starts to worry a little bit. Do you know what I mean? And maybe trying to push the boat out a little bit and go for things he shouldn't need to. Even though he's got a bit of a lead, it can affect him. You know, Danny's only got to take another frame or 2 now, and then all of a sudden the pressure's right back on again. It's Danny's break as well, and he has been breaking addition a few times. If he gets one of them now, Craig's going to be wondering what's going on. Oopsie daisy. Overcut it.
Wide.
Overcut it. Could see that as soon as he hit it.
You get a 1 for that in cricket.
Yeah, you would, yeah. Now then.
Craig out. There's your minerals. Had a bit of pressure on in the last frame.
Yeah, and again, we were saying before that you know, if Danny takes another frame or 2, it's going to hurt Craig.
But this is only giving Craig confidence of him missing.
But yeah, this is a massive boost for Craig if he can pinch this frame, knowing that this frame was dead and buried. Danny shouldn't have missed that yellow. Not when you play for this kind of money. Players this calibre shouldn't be missing them. Danny knows it. He'll be absolutely cured, sat down. But that could have been a little bit better, you know.
Yeah.
But, need to find my mouse. Apologies for the. It might be clear enough on your screens actually. But, that's all right. I'll just turn it off manually, Dean. It's one of the saving things. Just likes to go off when it wants. is perfect. He can stun this white up, but he needs to be straight behind the red.
Slight angle, maybe.
Tell you what, it's a little bit more angle than they would have liked there, you know, Dean. This is missable, this.
Yeah. But all he's got to do is literally just drop it in, hasn't he?
Oh yeah, but he'd like to be hitting it straight rather than cutting it back. Oh, he's absolutely nailed it. He's come out okay there, you know. It could have gone all sorts of wrong. That.
Has he played that for bottom back?
I think he's played it for middle pocket, to be honest with you. I don't think he's played it for bottom. But he was always going to have the bottom pocket as an option. I really do believe he played that for middle. I don't know. Maybe he didn't. You know, the way he played it, he had options there, really. I suppose.
Big pocket, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was a big bag down this left-hand side. If Danny can do this 2-1-2-1, Danny can do the next 6 frames 2-1-2-1. He's going to be in with a shout.
Yeah, he's got to. For me, he's got to get to 20 before he gets to 23. Danny's got to be on 20 before he gets to 23. So
Yeah.
He's got to be winning 3-2 minimum.
Yeah.
Next session. Whoops. Craig Hart to break. I'll call it now. Craig Hart breaks and dishes here. He doesn't lose another frame tonight.
You saying that? Nah, I can't see that happening. As much as, you know, Danny is a few frames behind you. He is playing pretty well, you know what I mean? They both are playing pretty well. Just the odd silly little mistake from Danny.
Look at them yellows, oh man. Look at them yellows.
Yeah, they're looking lovely, aren't they? Danny should have certainly took that last frame out, without a doubt. Just that one down the rail that he overcut. It's not like Danny. Oh, yeah, it does me as well, because he's going to certainly. He's going to have to. He's going to have to play. Well, he's going to have to go into these.
All right, he's on a plant, but he has landed a bit lucky.
He might end up with 2 plants here. I don't know.
Landed a bit lucky there, to be fair.
Well, depends how this comes out. I think he's okay. He might only be on the one next to the rail, though, and if he is, he's going to have to come. He's going to have to come around the back of this. Or should I say, he's going to have to come around it with a white for the one into the middle. I think that could have been a lot better than that, Dean. It made it a little bit harder.
Yeah, he's not so happy with that, is he?
No. He needed the red that he used to play the plant. He needed that closer to the pocket, to be fair. And that's his problem. He can play that one, but he can't just drop it in and drift the white down, because he's not going to be on anything apart from the one in the middle pocket, and then he's wrong side of it. So that's his problem here. I don't know why he's looking at the other two, because they're really not, unless he's taking a long one, which to me is a risky shot. He's still going to have awkward ones unless he lands himself on the one to the top left.
Oh,
and he's put his cue through it.
He just fluked it in the middle.
He's not fluked it, surely. Unbelievable, Jeff. He's holding his hands up, but you know, he's not really got. He's got another toughie coming up here.
He's not on anything.
He's on the one to the bottom left. That's it.
Or to the middle, but then he just leaves himself a difficult one.
I think to the middle it's a bit risky. It's not easy, this.
If he can drop this in the middle here, he's perfect on the plant.
Is he going bottom? He's going bottom left.
I'll watch this for reaching the rail, you know. Just watching a replay of that shot on the lag on my phone. Unbelievable.
Paul Reed, farce. Yeah, he's taking his bottom left. He needs to be on. He's not hitting hard enough.
Yeah, is it?
He is. He has. He's covered the pocket.
Oh, he's brought back.
Well, I'm not being funny, but I think that's probably the best shot he could have played. Potting that from where the white is would have been no good to him.
That was a good shot, that. Andy Thomson, what have you got, mate? What have you got?
Danny needs to do the same. He needs to pot one, and he needs a yellow over that top right-hand corner.
How, though?
He's missed it. He's played it safe. He's played the safety.
Yeah, like a half safe sort of thing.
Yeah. Craig can't really do too much apart from bump one of the reds out.
Called it. Top left with the one on the left.
You think so? You think he's going to go for this?
Cannon the other red over the pocket.
It's not easy, you know. It's not easy.
Guaranteed to hit both reds. Cover that pocket, guaranteed.
It's not easy.
Maybe even pot the other one. He might have to pot 2 in 1.
It's a brave shot.
Tell you what, he pots 2 in 1 here and he's snookers himself. That'd be a good shot.
He's going for it. He's going for it, Dean. You're not far off wrong here.
No, he's not hit the other red.
Oh, he's not gone for the... No.
What would he want the other to win?
I think that's... What, do you know something? Flicking that yellow like he has done, he's just saved himself because there was a plant on there.
Yeah.
For the top right hand corner, and he
now
could have left that over the pocket.
He's left down into the middle to get onto his bad ball now. That stops him having to play the skill shot. Evening, Ben. Mr. Robinson's in the house.
Is he going to play the cannon?
I don't think he'll play the cannon. No, I think he'll just drop on it. Ooh, he's coming underneath it. Top back.
Well, he had to do something for this yellow here.
Oh, middle back. If he can get that as a black.
Finishes on here, you know.
Lee Anderson's in the room.
Yeah, okay, he snuck in before.
Top back.
He has to pot it.
Is he going to lash it?
He has done.
It. Oh, what a shot.
He has done. I tell you what, do you know something? That's perfect.
Under that pressure.
He could drop this one in the middle now, land on the one to the top right, the one just above the middle pocket, and it's in or over. In or over. That's what he wants.
But for me,
you can't be going for finishing here. The black's going nowhere.
Yeah,
apart from he needs to get on it to go for this bottom right hand corner.
The yellow furthest away from us is a good angle to get to the top.
Middle
of
of one of
table,
those three, drop it in. He's got the one just above it to the top right. Get the pocket. Get the pocket. He might even take the one out to the bottom right first. But
he's going game here.
Do you know he might be?
He's going game here, I'm telling you.
He might be.
He's going to screw back to the blue spot.
No, he's not.
He is.
He's going to play the double.
No, he's going to play the screw. It cuts into the middle.
He is. He's playing the double.
He's not playing the double. He can play the double from there. Cuts in the middle.
Does it go?
Yeah, it's about 6 inch off rail.
Fair play.
It's about 2 inch off
I didn't
rail.
think it went.
Then come to once across, there's a bit of side.
Fair play, Danny Thomson.
And I tell you what, this is a similar shot now to what he had a bit before, but he should have been in the balk area.
Yeah, just drops it in.
He missed one before.
Drops it in. He's got a natural angle here.
Come down the left-hand side of the table, just past the middle. Get going, keep going.
He's okay. He doesn't matter. He doesn't have to worry about the red. Just play the pot.
Watch his t-shirt. The red. He's screwing it.
He will do, Danny. He likes to pump him in.
Don't want that white going in that red.
The crowd is saying shush. He's overcut it. He overcut that by a long, long way. I don't know why he screwed that. He pulled his white back, and that's how you miss him, Dean.
Merry Christmas.
You've got to play the pot. Doesn't matter where the white's going. Just play the pot.
Wow.
Because if you miss it, you're leaving game on anyway, so it doesn't matter. You don't need to do anything fancy.
Yeah.
Just play the pot.
The only thing I saw going wrong there was if you played into the red full ball, the white following the red in. If you know what I mean.
He didn't hit it hard enough anyway because he had the option there of the bottom right or the right middle, so he could have afforded to put a little bit more into it. But the shot he just had to concentrate on the pot.
Why didn't you take that one last then?
I don't know. But Craig getting to 22 now, 5 frames in front. There's nothing down for Danny. I think we're just going to go through the motions now.
Yeah.
I think it's all over for Danny Thomson.
100%. Craig's got to keep his head here, though. He's got to keep his head. Yeah, for me, is that shot on the block. Then he's got to play it just full ball. Just play it as a plain pot.
Just watch what you're typing in there, Paul. Even putting asterisks, it's not allowed. You know that. Don't chance your arm, pal. Yeah, I can't see it any way back now for Danny. I mean, obviously, while Craig still needs a couple of frames, needs 3 frames, he's still got half a chance. But when you're not taking your chances out like that, that yellow, he should have hit it a little bit firmer. He could afford to go behind it. You know,
Yeah.
He had a lot of pockets to aim for there. He didn't play with any sort of confidence, and that's just a lash.
Yeah, he's putting wrong.
That's just a lash. He's annoyed with himself now because he knows he should have took that last frame.
Well, frustration might make him concentrate more.
No, I don't think so. Not the way Danny plays.
For me now, he's got to take these.
Danny can be a little bit petulant sometimes.
Plant. Same ball again. No, in fact, top left first. Then top right, middle, bottom.
He can go either or. These top 2 balls here can go right first and left. It doesn't really make much difference.
No, true.
He's always going to be on, you would think, the one to the middle. And I would think that if he goes right, he's just got to bump the red.
I think he just shook his head there and thought, just come on and just get him.
He's left it straight, this.
Not far off straight, yeah. He can just play a bit right hand side and just come up and down. It's not like that shot.
Could have been a little bit better. He could be in trouble here, you know. He needs to get into these. And
the red goes.
It goes. Behave.
All he's got to do is pot it. Well, we said that,
we said that with a black. He certainly needs to pot this one.
Don't screw it.
No, he just roll it in. Just roll it in. Send the white off 2 cushions. Back up for the black.
He'll undercut it this time. Oh, he's got
it. He's played it well. And that's all he had to do with the black.
Yeah,
I think that was more difficult than what the black was. That would have been 1921 had he nailed that black before. .22.18. There you go, Lee. That's the end of you. See you later. Don't like it, don't comment. You won't have to listen to it. Turn your volume down. End of story. People will learn one day. There's a black.
Black's in, re-rack. Was it a dry break as well?
I think it was.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it was a dry break and black's going in.
Yes, Sean, you're right. If he does get a bit here, that black will haunt him.
Yeah, it will. Sean will, yeah.
Like I say, it could well have been 1921 here. 2 frames behind. He's still got a very good chance. Whereas
Mr.
now,
Harris has joined us.
4 frames behind. Craig only needing 3. It's a tough task again.
Kev Harris, after his win today, has joined us.
He had a great win today, did Kevin.
21-9.
Yeah, and the yellow down the rail would have been level. It's just, small margins. Danny's just got well, if he gets the chances, he's just got to...
Call it, Wayne. Off this break, what did you do?
What? Hey, after what?
Off this break, what did you do? Pot? Dry?
Well, I don't know, he's looked the break. He's not hit them at all. He's not hit them at all. He's got one. Normally you go dry, don't you? After a golden break.
Good shot, that. Past the red, it wasn't easy, but he's got a good finish. He's got a finish on here.
Yeah, these are no problem
That's
at
got
all.
to be a set plan.
Well, even if it's not far off anyway. But
Makeable, isn't it?
oh yeah, without a doubt. It all
it's
depends
off,
on how far away he leaves himself.
Yeah, if it's off, if it's just off a straight plan, it's better to be that way off than the other way because the red comes away from the yellow.
And with the red over near to the bottom left, he can just drop this plant in anyway.
Yeah.
If he doesn't leave himself on the top red, which he should do, he's always got the one to the bottom left.
Yeah.
So he's going to be okay. These are just ploppings. Craig gets these 99 out of 100. And the one he doesn't get him is when he miscues, which is not going to happen. Or gets a kick.
Be a little bit careful with this one.
Yeah,
it's a bit tighter.
I think his main problem is getting on the one in the middle of his table. Can be a little bit awkward from where he is. He's not playing a 3-ball plant, surely not.
He's playing the plant.
Playing in the middle, isn't he? Playing into the middle, yeah. Where's the white going? He's okay, you know.
Going in, but it's not the best.
Yeah, well, that was the problem. Really, ideally, he would have wanted to take the one to the left middle, but because it was awkward, the one that he just took to the right centre and he was on it. Obviously, that's why he took it there.
Surely he's not left himself on the plant.
Well, if he has,
he's having a look, you know.
He's having to swerve. He's not had to swerve this, surely. If he is, this could go anywhere. He swerved it. I'll tell you what.
It's come out absolutely smelling of roses there.
Well, we say that. He's got to screw this back. That red doesn't go in the bottom right. He's got to screw this.
He can come up table if he wanted to. He's got an angle on the bottom right to come to the middle.
No, he's got to screw this back.
He's not got the right angle to come back. Come straight back. You might be able to come twice across.
Twice across, yeah, maybe. Has he gone enough? This is awkward, this. This is awkward.
There's some traffic here. Playing loads of right hand side on that, you could see it.
Yeah,
there.
you can see it.
Wow,
yeah.
that check.
What a shot that is.
Great shot.
Great shot, Craig Hart.
He's got to pull another on it here.
Depends how much angle. I think he's pretty straight on that, you know.
No, I think he's off. I think he's off to the left.
Let's have a quick look, see if we can see
he's got
time.
He's got to cut it back into the pocket.
Yeah, he is off.
But if you can pinch it,
can he send this round? Can he send it round? I don't think he's. I think he's too straight to send it round.
This gap here, the two yellows on the left hand side of the table, off the top, off that.
That's what I was thinking, but I think he's too straight to do that. Surely, can he do that?
Oh, he's going to the top bottom bag.
He's played it nicely and controlled. He's played that well.
In or over.
Yeah.
Let's roll it. Pocket weight.
These Wigan boys are loving this. There could be a trilogy.
Decider.
There could be a decider. Where's the decider going to be? Maybe come back here. Craig might like it here.
Neutral venue?
No, I wouldn't have thought so. I don't know. I mean, Craig Campbell.
I said a few lads might come back in after.
Yeah. What's happened tonight?
Hey?
Well, what's happened tonight?
Nothing. I was saying if they've been in town, they might.
Oh, right, okay.
Later on, like.
He's all the security you need, is that lad?
Asbo's trying to get a few people going here. Telling Craig Campbell to get a flat chair. He's not small, is he?
Massive.
So Craig's 2 frames away. Danny and Thomson to break. Monster break. Look at that white on the blue spot. Get away with the others. Oh.
He's on the red.
Red's on the
red,
yeah.
He's got the awkward red on the left rail, but there's an awkward yellow as well.
What, he can get into that now.
Yeah, he can. Yeah. He's going to take the top one.
Screw in that, right?
The two.
He could have done.
Yeah,
he could have screwed into that one on the rail then. He's gone a bit.
He's having to do.
Tell you what, he's gone lucky there. He's on the one. He's on the bad one.
He's on it.
He's got lucky there. Natalie Howard, you won't hear the Blackpool lads because they're being outnumbered, to be fair. About 2-1. Well, this is not easy now for Tomo. There goes the jabber again.
Well, he needs a shot here. It's not easy, Dean.
He's not got many of these tonight, you know.
He hasn't. It's going to be another frame for Craig.
That's a great shot.
Nailed it.
Oh,
With a white.
It's not tough for himself.
That was the only danger. Them two yellows was always going to play a part in that shot.
Yeah, Lee Roberts just said he's rushing now. He's winging it. He is a bit. He's going to lash at this, I think, as well. White might go in top bag here after the yellow. Oh,
he's played it. He's played it to cut it towards that top right. Has he got away with it? You know, it's not too bad that, you know.
Craig's just ordered some salt and pepper chips from Chinese.
he's got away with that. I'm saying he's got away with it. There is a... Well, he can play off it. I was going to say he could play off the side rail as well, but that's a nice shot. There's not a lot Danny can do with this. There's no skill shot on.
He's just going to lash it.
Yeah, he is. He is going to chuck his cue. He hasn't.
No, he didn't. Just played it relatively well. I don't think he's blocked the one on the left-hand side of the table.
We're going to end up with a long frame here, Dean.
A long frame? What's one of them? Longish frame. I don't know if you can get your mouse over here, Wayne.
The mouse? What to...
Is that the 41st frame, is it?
What are you looking for?
Just looking at the times.
We've not had many long ones.
12. 16 frame at longest frame so far, 12 minutes.
Frame 16?
Yeah. But when it went 9-7, the score was 9-7 at a 12-minute frame.
That's a 17. Yeah, 17 frame. And he's missed that completely. So this is going 24-18 without a doubt. Craig's not missing these.
Daniel Roper results.
Play this nice and thin, send the red top rail, bring the white down here, game over. Simple as that.
The yellow, isn't it?
Yeah, he's going to pop the yellow, yeah.
Right,
I thought he'd played a bit thinner actually. Put the red on in the middle of the top cushion, but he doesn't have to worry about that really. He's got to worry about his own pots. Could have been a little bit better position here, but he's just slightly out of position. He's going to have to take the one to the top left here, I think.
There's a couple of options here. Even if he doesn't want to go for him, he can just flick off any ball.
Unless
really.
that goes, it must go past.
It goes past the two.
Yeah, it goes past.
Is he on the bottom one?
Yeah, he's on the bottom one there.
They snookered him.
Ooh,
no, he hasn't. He hasn't
done.
snookered him. He's left it.
I think he's caught the wrong ball there. I think he was playing the one on the rail.
I don't think he's got one on the rail. I think he just...
No, I think he was playing the one on the rail to get him behind the one he's just caught. He's caught the wrong ball first.
He's like rushed it or something.
He's just took his eye off it. I don't think he rushed it.
He's dropped this one. Bottom bag.
Well,
come on. Massive frame this.
Don't pump it too hard, damn it. Now then.
Absolutely massive.
Could that be a game changer?
That is huge. 23-19.
Craig's going over. Craig's going over to him. He doesn't need that really, to be fair.
He went over to go right.
He went over to shake down his hand to G him up a little bit. But,
Craig in his corner now.
That could be a game changer. There's still 4 frames in it.
Craig's break.
Craig needs 2 frames. He needs to take this one out. Otherwise, that will haunt him.
Craig gets on the hill. Then
yeah, it's game over.
Danny doesn't come back. If he gets, Danny's got to get to 21 for this game to be a hill before Craig obviously gets to 24.
I think he needs to get to 22. I think he needs the next 3 frames.
That close to be.
I think he needs to get to because if Craig takes if Craig gets to 24, Danny's only on 22. And he still needs 3 frames. If he's only on 21, he's still got a mountain to climb.
It's Drymond.
He is dry. Danny needs the next 3 frames for him.
He'll be feeling a bit of pressure now.
It will be if the crowd start putting doubts as well in Craig's mind. He needs the crowd on his side now.
Blackpool lads seem like they woke up a bit.
Yeah, sometimes it can be a little bit too late though. You know, the Wigan lads have been cheering on Craig for the last 10 frames or so. They've been getting louder and louder. It's a 12th man, isn't it?
Make this chance count now. I'm surprised he took that on, but it was a good shot.
Well, if he takes the one to the bottom right here, he's got the one to the bottom left. If he leaves himself an angle, he can get into that red and yellow.
Yeah.
That's the way he's looking, I think. He just needs to stun this in. He needs himself a slight angle on the red just below the black.
Slightly hampered as well, which is not ideal.
No, well, he's going to be hampered again, I think, after this shot. Not so much hampered, but he's close to the cushion. He's caught it firm enough that he'll have to nudge it out of the way. So
he could hit the red here full ball, and that's not good.
He needs a nice bump here. He's caught the black. He's caught the black. That's not ideal. He's going to have to go up the table for them to up the table now.
It's a bit awkward, isn't it? The thing is, if he leaves himself an angle on the one to the bottom left, the red, he can bump the yellow away. But now he's got to play a great shot to get on.
He's okay. He's okay. Does the red come down the rail?
No, definitely not.
Then I think he might be in trouble here.
Mr. Hill's joined us.
Who?
Jason Hill.
Jason.
Did you get a message before, sir?
Yeah. It's not come up on mine yet.
I was hoping that he'd...
Why's he not come up on mine? Has he blocked me?
Give us some gossip.
Yeah, what's the gossip about the IPA? Somebody told us to ask you. We thought it was you that was causing hassle.
Miles Deleuze. Gary Clark.
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
What's happened?
Spill the beans, what's happened?
I don't think these go, either of them.
You can play the one to the bottom left now and screw into the yellow.
Does it go?
No, cushion first, into the yellow.
Let's go.
Bobby's uncle, Fanny Jan. Usually said they're done when you sat here and they're playing for 11 grand.
He must be able to get past the yellow. I didn't think he could.
Flies past it. Taking his time over
He's
this
gone
one.
quiet, Dean.
What a... He's on it, he's on it.
He's on it. He can just see enough of that, I'm sure he can.
Referee inquired.
Referee.
This is why he paid for this one. Tell you what. Black in the top bag.
If he can only just.
Yeah, that's Nick's.
White could go anywhere, though.
Nickman's.
It's gone behind it. How cursed are you?
Wow.
I said the white could go anywhere.
Wow.
He was trusting to a bit of luck there. That was thin, Dean. That was very thin.
Wow. I can't believe I've just seen. Lash. White's coming to the table here.
There's not a lot you can do with that. You know, it's not a fault of Danny's or anything like that. He just left himself so thin.
So unlucky.
You just know that white it could have gone anywhere, and it did.
So unlucky.
Yeah, it's one of them things. But Craig should be going 24-19 now.
And he drops his key then. And your ropers, but two faces, unlucky. I think there is a bit of pressure now on Craig.
No, there's no pressure
But
now.
he has to get these. There's no two ways about it.
Well, he doesn't. He can afford. You know, he doesn't want to be missing, obviously, but you know, he's got a 4-frame cushion here.
The closer he comes back, the more pressure he's going to get.
I don't think Danny. I don't think he's playing well enough at the moment to be 4 frames better than Craig over the next 5 or 6 frames. Craig's playing a solid pool. He's just doing what he needs to do. Yeah, he's missed the odd couple here and there, but he's playing solid pool.
Yeah, to be fair, he's been absolutely stellar tonight.
I mean, they both have. Just Danny's just missed a few silly shots that he would normally take out. It's been a good standard from both players. Very high standard.
So he's landed a bit straight on this left one now. I think he was taking the right one with a bit of check. I was playing this one. He's a bit betwixt in between it. I don't think he knew what to play then.
Yeah, screw back all day long.
Great shot. Couldn't have played that any better. Does not miss these.
No. It's a nice little finish from Craig Hart. Took him out when he needed to. That's all you need to do. Danny's in deep trouble now.
Thomas break.
And all credit to the Wigan lads supporters. It's all been played in good spirits. There's been no shouting out while players have been on the shots or anything. Probably because we've got security in the building tonight. Not because we have any trouble down here at Q's Sports Lounge, but just to show the pool world that have had a bit of trouble these money match days, that we're not going to stand for it down here. We're going to make sure everything's done right. So Danny's going to be taking yellows here. He's going to take the more difficult one first. He is down the rail. He's played that well. That's a good shot because he had to pull the white back, so he had to hit it pretty firm. He's
rushing again now.
He is doing. But he's probably in the mindset now where
do or die.
Do or die, yeah. You know, and I suppose you do tend to play that a little bit quicker as well when you're in that mindset. You want to try and win as many frames as you can, as quick as you can, to try and pull it back.
And good O'Donnell. I did call 25-19 young show.
Did he? We'll have a look back at that. I don't believe you.
If you did, you win a prize. Not off us, but you can. You get a prize. See, for me, that shouldn't be his last ball. That should never be his last ball.
No, not from where the black is. No, you need something out of the open.
Off two cushion.
Yeah, he can just pull this back though, Dean. He can pull it back, but he's got a nail it.
Towards the middle. Towards the middle. That's
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What I just said. Towards the middle.
Yeah.
Always going towards the middle back. And he left it too hard for himself.
Yeah.
That should never have been the last ball they take in that finish. All right, it might have to have been the last finish. It might have to have been the last ball the way that they sat, but for me, he's not left anything easy for himself for his last ball, especially in that sort of finish. And I don't like to say it, but
it's all over. Without a doubt, it's all over. Craig's not missing these in a million years.
If he does, it's massive. But it's still 6 frames. 5 frames. I didn't play that one very well. It must have had a bit of tension in the arm then. And now he's loosened up again.
No, that was just. It's game over. All that's left to say really is well played, Craig Hart. Can't fault him. Danny looked like the way he started off, it looked like he was going to run away with this, but Craig's stuck in there, hit the front, and he's never looked back since.
Snug the table for the middle. He might even play for the opposite middle actually.
Yeah. So, unlucky Danny Thomson. Well played, Craig Hart. Great match from both players. Having a little chat as well, shaking each other's hand, but fair play. So, well done. Well done, Craig. Well done, Wigan support as well. Very nicely. All going around shaking hands now. Nobody's come running in with the pints in their hand. None of that down here at Q Sports Lounge. All nicely friendly contested. Dale Doolan there, just having a quick chat with Danny. Hip hip hooray. Craig coming back and just shaking Danny's hand again. But fair play to you, Craig. Great win. I hope everybody's enjoyed it tonight. It's been well, certainly the last match, I say tonight, all day really. But it's been a great match between these two. We're back here, as Dean's just announcing, the 27th of April for the Kings of the North. If you fancy a little bit down here, get yourself to the Kings of the North Facebook group and get your name down if you fancy a bash. Plenty of players in these different categories. So you're right, Matt. Wigan are a good bunch. I've streamed quite a few now from with the Wigan lads involved, and it's always been noisy, but not as noisy tonight. But always been in good spirits. It's a pleasure. Thanks a lot, Patrick. We'll see you all certainly in a month's time, 27th of April from here. I'll be streaming, I'm sure, in between time. Well, I will be doing. I know I will. We've got the Northern Tour coming up in a few weeks. We've got the Central and the South East Tour. I'll just put these on screen for you so you can watch them for the last minute or so before we go off. But if you're interested in any of the tours, send me a message and we'll sort something out.
Right, go,